This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat, that far. We keeping a foot on the whoop. Neeks. We keeping a foot on the whoop. Neeks. Let's talk about it, man. Michael Jordan was the prototype. Jay-Z is the prototype. When you look at Kobe Bryant is the carbon copy. Kanye West's success was crowned upon Jay-Z. Kanye West didn't get officialized until Jay-Z gave him the chain. These are facts. These are things that can be quantified, calculated, verified, and certified. And these are things that can be basically put to a conclusive state of what the fuck they are. This is the same reality. This is the same totality. And this is the same finality as it opposed to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant tells you that he got damn near 100% of what he got from Michael Jordan. So what is the argument? So you have Kobe fanatics and you have, I call them Kanye retards that want to believe that these guys have ascended past the prototype. You can't ascend past the prototype. The prototype is the original. Once something is original, there's nothing like the original state of something. No matter how amplified you make it. Notice there's always original songs and there's remixes. If you notice, a remix is never better than the original. Well, that's the same thing when you're talking about guys at that level. This is the iron sharpeneth iron level. When you're the original, when you're the originator of what you do, a duplicator can never supersede you because they're duplicating what you are doing. Hence origination, hence duplication. Let me say it again. Hence origination and hence duplication. All of this started off of the fact that He Knows Everything is silent. This is the problem with people. Just because they have beta male layers in them that they haven't dealt with, maybe they need to go sit down with a therapist. Maybe they need to go sit down with a psychologist. Who the fuck knows and who the fuck cares? But if every time He Knows Everything just all of a sudden just doesn't talk to you, you get in your feelings. This has happened with each and every motherfucker that He Knows Everything has dealt with. Once He Knows Everything goes into silent mode, motherfuckers all of a sudden feel some type of way. You know how many grown ass fucking men that He Knows Everything has basically went silent on, and they're like, well, you know, if only you would just, and if only you would just, and if only you would just. It's like, come on, man, what the fuck? These are grown ass men acting like fucking women, like they need care, like they need He Knows Everything to lift them up. We get it. He Knows Everything provides intrinsic and extrinsic value. We understand that. That's just like Jay-Z. If you notice, Kanye West always rants. In Drink Champs, notice he's on good terms now. Because he's like, every time he goes on Jay shit, notice he always says Jay first. Because Jay was the prototype. Every time Jay goes on Jay shit and I go on Ye shit, you know, we on some not talking shit. But where's Jay-Z at? Is Jay-Z there talking about it? No. Kanye West knows that Jay-Z is his fucking boss. No matter how people want to put it together, this came out of Kanye West's mouth. He said it on Drink Champs. You know Jay-Z's my boss. Because Kanye West, even though he falls up under his own record label of good music, he falls under the banner of Rock Nation. Everyone knows that. Rock Nation is the bigger record label that he falls up under. So what are we saying that are not true? That's not truths here. When you say that Kanye West has no equal, you're just trying to protrude insecurity and misery. Kanye West has no equal in his era, but he has a fucking master. He has someone that basically he looked up to. He's the fucking protege of that person. Jay-Z said protege, and Kanye West backed it up out of his own mouth and said, yes, I am Jay-Z's protege. It's the same thing with Kobe Bean Bryant. Kobe Bean Bryant was Michael Jordan's protege. So what are we saying that are not facts? You can't be that much of a fan of a person to where you're ignorant to the fact. That's just like He Knows Everything. He Knows Everything has raised up a lot of YouTubers. A lot of YouTubers don't even have a YouTube fucking channel, let alone recognition without He Knows Everything. These are facts. What is He Knows Everything saying that's not truth? And He Knows Everything is jealous of motherfuckers? Are we really at that point? Do motherfuckers really know what He Knows Everything has going on in his life? A certain individuals should know this shit. So why the fuck does He Knows Everything need to be jealous of people's success when He Knows Everything has success on top of success? He's so focused on his fucking purpose. building up stacks of money, closing deals out, being an ultimate businessman. What the fuck does He Knows Everything need to be worried about other motherfuckers? This is why He Knows Everything goes into hiatus, because he's always going into more of a self-enlightenment phase. But we realize that the He Knows Everything silence is the biggest silence on the planet. See, let me explain something to you guys from a true alpha perspective. This is why there's difference. This is why there's levels to this true alpha shit. Motherfuckers don't want to understand it. They don't want to get it. They don't want to accept it. There's levels. Nobody's on the same fucking level. The ultimate true alphas, Floyd Mayweather, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Tom Brady, He Knows Everything. These guys don't rant. We have what's called silence, and we know how to use silence as a powerful tool when we want to use it periodically. We know how to be very loud with our silence. We've mastered that fucking art. But the Errol Spencers of the world, the Kobe Bryants of the world, the Kanye Wests of the world, and certain YouTubers of the world, they have to rant. This is their level of being true alphas. They have to rant. It doesn't take away from them being a true alphas, but they're a tier fucking down. Because the ultimate level of being a true alpha is you don't need to rant. You don't need to always have to say what's on your fucking mind. You can go into your hiatus. You can go into your deep space. When He Knows Everything tells people stuff, it's like it goes over their heads until they actually feel it. He Knows Everything tells people stuff. He always backs it up. He tells you he's the ultimate loner. He is. Everything He Knows Everything tells you is facts. It's interesting that people are taking shots at He Knows Everything, saying, well, you know, you're capping. Are you really an alpha male? Are you this or that? That's shots people are taking. And He Knows Everything. He Knows Everything don't take no shots at nobody. But He Knows Everything will clarify and explain what the fuck are you throwing empty laundry insults at He Knows Everything for. He will say that. Because once you set a reputation, you're supposed to guard it with your life. That's what people don't understand. It's 48 laws of power. So when He Knows Everything responds back, he's not responding because he's jealous of you. Are you fucking kidding me? Jealous of what? What the fuck does He Knows Everything need to be jealous of? He has confidence, purpose, and abundance mindset. He's sure of himself. What the fuck he needs to be jealous about anybody else for? Anybody and everybody could clearly see it. You know how many people are buzzing He Knows Everything? Who is this person you're talking about? The person's already stained. If He Knows Everything mentions the name, it's over for this person. Then the people that's fucking with He Knows Everything that also fucks with this individual will automatically just leave over fucking night. It's that simple. But He Knows Everything doesn't have a problem with this individual. So he's not going to do that. But he will defend his reputation. He will defend his throne. He will defend his crown. Just go build your own fucking crown. Build your own fucking throne. If you're satisfied in your own success, why do you have to take shots at He Knows Everything's success? That's clear beta male insecurities and miseries that you are dealing with. That has nothing to do with He Knows Everything. He Knows Everything loves to go in self-enlightenment mode. When you have to mentor people and you got to talk to people, this is the problem with people. People think that mentorship is all about just constantly giving and giving and giving. You have to go into hiatus moments where you're graduating your state as an individual so you can become even a better mentor for people. Through sacrifice and through suffering, this is how people become higher levels of themselves and they reach a higher state of enlightenment. This is what He Knows Everything's been doing. So what the fuck does he have time hating on people's success? If you're successful, He Knows Everything is proud of you. He's already said it. In the last powwow, he said it. And he meant it. So why the fuck would He Knows Everything go against what he said? Everyone knows He Knows Everything is authentic and consistent from day one. The fact that He Knows Everything is doing this video is making you look even bad. All He Knows Everything has to do is mention the name, but he won't do that. Because He Knows Everything told you he has already a Nazarene vow. Now, if you do something fatal and you do something cryptic to try to completely come after the throne, now He Knows Everything will fucking release the name. And then once that happens, everything that you've worked hard for because you want to be in your shit or you want to feel yourself and you want to think that you're on the same level, you will learn real fucking quick. The power dynamics doesn't tell you that. There's realities, man. He Knows Everything doesn't care if someone surpasses him or whatever. It's too much nonsense, man. That's too much beta male shit. If you end up having more subscribers, you end up having, I don't give a fuck. I actually will salute it. There have already been some people that have already surpassed He Knows Everything in the subscriber count. But He Knows Everything is constantly growing the way he's growing. I'm focused on me, man. I don't have time to be focused on everybody else. He Knows Everything's an ultimate businessman, a real estate guy that's closing properties on top. This is my shit. This is what the fuck I'm doing, man. I'm great at what everything else that I fucking do. But in YouTube, He Knows Everything has developed a niche for himself. And you of all people know his power. You've been approached by high-level YouTubers that are basically trying to use you as the pawn. Hopefully you don't become the fucking pawn. Maybe one day you will. He Knows Everything can't be surprised because motherfuckers do shit all the fucking time. You're the one that brought it to He Knows Everything. You're the one that came out of your own mouth and said, man, you know, people say shit. Every time He Knows Everything says shit, it's always been backed up. He is a Michael Jordan aura on fucking YouTube. He don't just say it because it's the truth. It's facts. He doesn't say it because it sounds cute in his mouth. These are facts. They can be quantified, calculated, verified, and certified. There's always some motherfucker that always want to work up against He Knows Everything. Whether if it's in DMs, whether if it's... He Knows Everything is being cursed out so many times. There's motherfuckers every day on their channel calling He Knows Everything a clown, a faggot. And then for you to lump yourself into the same coal all because He Knows Everything feels that Michael Jordan is superior to Kobe Bryant. He's always felt like that. He told you that to your face in many powwows. So what are we talking about here? They're not equals. One is a master and the other one's a student. Kanye West and Jay-Z, the dynamic is not equal. Jay-Z is the pioneer. When you're the pioneer of something, the person who comes behind you is not your fucking equal because they followed your blueprint. These are facts. And the guys who have come behind understand these things. Kanye West understands it. Kobe Bryant understands it and they respect it. That's why Kanye West says Jay-Z is my boss. And if you notice, Jay-Z had to filter what he said at Drink Champs after the fact. Because Kanye West has a tendency to go off the hinges. Kind of like you. Go off the fucking hinges. And you need somebody to help you. This is not no lying or sugarcoating that He Knows Everything helped build your platform and help build you and help build your YouTube fucking channel. And you've seeked him out for value intrinsically and extrinsically. He Knows Everything would be lying. I would be fucking lying if that wasn't the case. This came out of your fucking mouth. There's a lot of channels that are on YouTube that exist because of He Knows Everything's direct or indirect guidance. These are facts. And the motherfuckers that have been helped, they either authentically and consistently said, hey, He Knows Everything, thank you, or they didn't. So just because He Knows Everything is a narcissist, which he is, he's not hiding that. That doesn't mean he's a narcissist to the level where he doesn't want to see other people succeed. Give a fuck about that. If you succeed, whoop-de-fucking-do. If it makes you feel good to show your views and to show what you got going, whoop-de-fucking-do. He Knows Everything doesn't give a fuck about that. Because at the end of the day, he's doing him. See, when you're too busy doing you, people will always have something negative to say against you. Let me say it again. When you're too busy doing you, people will always have something against you. This tells you the aura that He Knows Everything has. It tells you the aura that emanates him. It tells you the power that he has. That in his silence, he can automatically make people think that there is something wrong. This is pathetic, man. Now you have to question, are you even a fucking true alpha? Because true alphas don't operate like this. Everything would be behind closed doors. It would be face to face. Yo, He Knows Everything. I have a problem with you. Or I'm feeling like, you know, you're silent. Come to He Knows Everything behind closed doors. Say it. Why do you have to air out dirty fucking laundry that's empty laundry in of itself? It's not even dirty. It's empty. Because there's nothing there. At least with other motherfuckers, they had an actual problem. They just either felt that He Knows Everything didn't give them attention, and that's just them not having an active father in the home, a father figure, a father role model, father person. If you notice, there's a common denominator with motherfuckers that don't have fathers in the home. They need an attention from someone they look at as a mentor, or someone they look at as a big brother, or someone they look at as a father figure, a father personality, and a father role model. He Knows Everything brings intrinsic and extrinsic value. There are people every day that pour out. If He Knows Everything has to throw out community posts and tell you how many people's lives are affected by He Knows Everything? Just look in the comment sections, man. People will tell you every day that he is changing them because people know, their souls can tell them that He Knows Everything is not bullshitting. What he's telling you, he lives it. If he tells you he's a true alpha extraordinaire governed by true alpha economics, he lives it. Shit, the pool of women that he's dealing with, does he need to have them come out and say this is a true alpha extraordinaire governed by true alpha economics? Does he need to really fucking do that? He just left right now talking to another girlfriend. Dude, does He Knows Everything need to have her show up and explain this shit to you guys? I mean, this is getting ridiculous. This is getting pathetic. He's living his life. How about you live your own fucking life? How about you worry about your own shit? He Knows Everything doesn't need to reach out to no motherfucker. Every motherfucker has to bend the proverbial fucking knee and kiss the ring while they're at it. He Knows Everything and reach out to him. This is how it works. Because he's sure of himself. He's an ultimate loner. He doesn't need to deal with anybody. He Knows Everything does not need anyone in his orbit. But if he chooses every now and then to go and have communications with you and to deal with you, then you're fine. So if you're feeling unsure of yourself, like Kanye West does from time to time, when Jay-Z puts him on fucking timeout, because these are facts. Jay-Z does put him on timeout because Kanye West can be annoying as fuck. At times you can be annoying as fuck too. And sometimes you can err away from even advice that He Knows Everything gives you because you think you know it all. You think that you got it all together. You think that no one can tell you anything. Everybody can always be told something. He Knows Everything. He Knows Everything has mentors that he can learn from. There's a motherfucker that I deal with on a real estate level. He owns 1,000 properties. This is the time that I put in. I'm trying to get to this motherfucker's level. I already own multiple properties. People know my cash flow is nice. Look at the way I'm dressed. I have an Acerix jacket. You know how much this shit is? You know how much my chain is? Don't get me started, man. My car is paid off. I own my shit. I don't rent. I don't fucking lease. Maybe that's what you do. I don't fucking know. I don't have these situations going on. So when you have a motherfucker that's moving like that, you would want to continuously learn from a motherfucker like that. And don't talk shit against a motherfucker like that. Because when you do that, what you're doing is you're putting yourself in a precarious situation with that person to where that person won't even fucking deal with you no more. So mind your fucking mouth. Mind your fucking tongue. It's embarrassing, man. And it protrudes and showcases beta male energy. This is not alpha male energy. This is not true alpha. To pump your chest. And people are questioning what the fuck is going on. People are starting to put two and two together. I won't mention any fucking names, but they've come up to me and be like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Is he having another PTSD moment? Is he having another Kanye West moment? Because we know he likes Kanye West. But I don't know if it's a Chicago nigga thing. I don't fucking know, man. What He Knows Everything knows is as simple as this. He's doing him. And this bothers people. He Knows Everything has had big, overweight motherfuckers have domestic violence issues. They want to talk that shit. I don't have time to do that, man. I'm not your fucking therapist, man. You're not going to use me for that. The two most valuable resources that He Knows Everything has is time and energy. And I won't put time and energy in that shit. Go do some beta male, cuck male, simp shit and let somebody else listen to that shit. Go pay a therapist for that. Now, if you want value on how to own multiple properties and how to, curtail Airbnb to a level to where you give a hellified experience, He Knows Everything has mastered all these things. If you want to know how to diversify your portfolio from a real estate standpoint, if you want to get into different business ventures, we can do a consultation. He Knows Everything will charge you. It'll be $50 an hour though. Like, this won't be free. These types of consultations won't be fucking free because this time is fucking money. But you will learn some shit. Everything He Knows Everything posted, he showed you. He showed you when he got the fourplex. He showed you when he got other properties. I don't live a lie, man. I live a life of when I tell you that I'm doing something, I show you proof that I'm doing something. So why the fuck would I be jealous of motherfuckers that's not even on my level? And even if you were on my level and you showcase promise and greatness, I would salute you for it. There's no hate in my heart. There's no disdain. Maybe I needed to do a video like this because this is what Jay-Z had to do with Kanye West. Every time Kanye goes off the ranges, Jay-Z has to do this. So I'm just basically taking a playbook from Jay-Z from the Power Dynamics. Sometimes you just have to come out and tell motherfucker there's nothing wrong, so that they can be like, oh, I thought, just like you always fucking do, which is stupid and it's annoying after a while. Grow the fuck up, man. It's that simple. We'll ride a little bit on this one, man. Grow the fuck up. It's not that fucking serious. People need to understand life is too fucking short for people to put in their minds, to have that level of energy, to put that in your mind. That's time that you could be putting in other fucking shit. If you want He Knows Everything to give you validation, talk to He Knows Everything and say, look, man, I miss you. It's okay to say that. You know, I miss your guidance. I miss your mentorship. I miss, talking to you to rub off ideas off of you and learn. Because every time someone deals with He Knows Everything, it's a learning curve. There's never been a time wasted with He Knows Everything. There's always something to gain, intrinsically or extrinsically. Let me say it again. Intrinsically or extrinsically, it's that fucking simple. Just ask the girlfriend I just left right now. She'll tell you. She was asking me questions on how she could, maneuver her career and shit like that. See, anybody that's around me, whether I'm fucking you or not, you gonna learn some shit. As long as you ask and you have an open heart and you want to know, I'm gonna teach you some shit. Because to me, that's purpose. Even though I'm fucking the motherfucker, that's purpose. I can teach you and I can mold you and I can show you shit. But you gotta ask, man. Don't sit here and air out empty fucking laundry, man. It's embarrassing. It's bad. It's sad. It's gotten to the point where He Knows is basically getting flooded with messages, man. The He Knows Everything birdies, they're putting two and two together. The Aaron Joneses of the world. Yeah, I have to say the name because Aaron Jones is not dumb. That's one of the smartest fucking commentators on YouTube, man. And he's like, oh, here we go again. He knows what the fuck happened now again, man. This motherfucker is like off the hinges. I even had to tell him, I don't fucking know. Last time, just didn't fucking talk. You was in your space, I was in my space. Just didn't fuck around. This time around, I don't even know what the fuck's going on. What the fuck is going on? Are you having midlife crisis already prematurely? What the fuck is going on in your orbit, man? Don't bring that negativity over here, man. Over here is all about positivity. It's pathetic, it's sad, and it's useless. And then to lie, to make inflammatory remarks that He Knows Everything is jealous. Jealous of what? Envious of what? You? I know you ain't talking. You, nigga? Of you? What the fuck does He Knows Everything need to be jealous of? He Knows Everything never knew you before you came to him. You came to the fucking channel. Just like every other motherfucker. I would have never known who you were until you made your presence known. It's the same thing. Kobe Bryant made his presence known to Michael Jordan. Am I saying something that's a lie or is it truth-telling fashion? Kanye West made his presence known to Jay-Z. Jay-Z was already working with so many producers. Just Blaze, No ID, all these other motherfuckers. Even when Kanye West was being beta male immature to shit on No ID and to shit on Just Blaze, I mean, it was embarrassing to shit on these guys. And Jay-Z had to, the grown person in the room was like, no, every person was great. You thought he was going to side with you when he had great projects with these other people? Somebody has to be the fucking grown up in the room, man. But these are facts. It's like the Floyd Mayweather Errol Spence. I like Errol Spence more than I like Floyd. But I'm not going to lie and say that the power dynamics are not different. One is the master and the other one's the student. And in a master and a student relationship, there is no equals in that. Because the relationship is called master and student. The Bible talks about that. Masters and servants. The relationship is not an equal relationship. This is biblical, man. So what now? You going against the Bible? So you know more than God? Get the fuck out of here, man. And you think He Knows Everything's not going to openly spank you? He's just not mentioning your name, but he's openly spanking you. You know what I mean, motherfuckers? Just say the name so that we can disassociate ourselves. I'm not doing that. Because I know you got potential to be better than this. At least that's what I'm thinking. Prove me right. Don't prove me fucking wrong. Because you'll just be down the list of people that have already proven me wrong. So prove me right. Be the difference maker. He knows everything is authentic and consistent from day one. But he's always reinventing himself. And in reinventing himself, because that's what you're supposed to do, if you are a person that's always trending forward, reinvention sometimes can make people think that people are changing. But in actuality, people are just becoming a more evolved version of themselves. And if that scares you, and if that's something that you're feeling some type of way about, then He Knows Everything cannot put the negative energy out there to make you feel better. I'm not your fucking therapist, man. And I'm not your guidance counselor. I will not fucking do this. You're a grown-ass man. Gird up your own fucking loins and figure this shit out. It's really that fucking simple, man. But for me to think in my mind, like I said, I was just having fun with a girlfriend. You not in my fucking mind. I'm about to close another deal with another fucking tenant. Like, how the fuck are you in my mind? I'm thinking about ways to expand my business portfolio. Why would I take precious time and energy away from that to focus on you? This is the time you're getting, this fucking video. Just like anytime I give time to videos, I know how to prioritize. That was something He Knows Everything taught you. He also taught you how to narrate on fucking YouTube. Taught you how to present yourself in lives. These are all things that He Knows Everything could say confidently, purposefully, and abundantly, because these are truths. He taught you how to be professional. Your mannerisms, everything. You've been watching, man. You still watching and learning from afar. You still a stan. So don't get the shit twisted. So if He Knows Everything knows this, then why would he be intimidated? I mean, let's just be honest with ourselves here. This is pathetic. It's come to this point where you feel you have to attack. You can't attack a He Knows Everything throne, man. This is a throne that you try to attack, you will automatically be mutilated. Everyone on YouTube knows this. The fact that you know this too, and you tried, and you're trying erroneously, like I said, all I have to do is name drop, and overnight, all this hard work you do, you will see an instant drop. It's that fucking crazy. But I won't do that. Because like I already told you, I had a Nazarene fucking vow, and I live up to my shit. When I say I'm gonna do something, I fucking do it. It's really that simple. But I heard in the spirit realm the other day, God told me, if this motherfucker attacked the throne, mutilate him. So the choice is yours. You want to go this route? That'll be on fucking you, man. It won't end well for you. Trust me, He Knows Everything will always end up on top, regardless who it is. You will learn very fucking quick the difference in the power dynamic. You will understand very quick in that moment, we are not fucking equals. If you've thought in your mind that we are, or you've always thought that, we're on the same, no, we're not. We never fucking were. But if that's what you want to think, then so be it. You'll learn very fucking quick in that moment that, and trust me, at this level with YouTube, you know this, because He Knows Everything taught you. When you do all this work and then you lose like that, because there's been a lot of motherfuckers that have lost going up against He Knows Everything. That shit affects you. It'll affect you psychologically. It'll affect you mentally. It'll affect you emotionally. That shit will affect you on so many levels. I'm not worried about you, man. I never was worried about you. You're always asking questions. You're always seeking out advice. You're always learning. And have I learned some things from you? Yes. Because you're close to He Knows Everything's level. Probably the closest there is. You're like a Kobe Bryant to his Michael Jordan. The closest there is. I won't deny that. But we're not fucking equals. And the fact that you want to sit here and think that's hilarious. Now, if that makes you feel good to say that, then so fucking be it, man. If that's what you want to fashion your brain, if that's what makes you sleep well at fucking night, then fucking do it, man. Whatever makes you feel fucking good. If it gets your rocks off and you just want to jack off to it, I don't fucking know. But let me just tell you, whoa, we don't fucking do that over here. If that's how you feel about the situation, then so fucking be it. Nowadays, everybody's into all kinds of shit. But He Knows Everything needs to make it very fucking clear. He's not worried about you. He never fucking was worried about you. And he never will be fucking worried about you. Too much shit going on to be worried about you. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the control killer fashion. I keeps the foot on the what? Yeeks. I keeps the foot on the what? Yeeks is he knows everything. Check it out.